Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Buuza patrol. Review steams, we break it down. Helping every dollar in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. We talk the truth, not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cause Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Buuza patrol. Review steams, we break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. Welcome to the road, where other miss their soul. For the love of cause Uganda. On the streets the story's right. All the new the sun will bright. Toyota, Nissan, Benz, or Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's got a tell. Village right to city scale. We talk the truth, not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cause Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Buuza patrol. Review steams, we break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, not just a hype. Style views and engine rolls. We teach you more than just for doors. And tools from the basics up. Truck and gear and car can stuff. If you're new or a season, for the love of cause you win. Nothing else, the light, the dream. For the love of cause Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Buuza patrol. Review steams, we break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. Hi guys, good morning. Naguze phone holding Dala. It's very strong. I'm glad I went down. So mwasuze mutya lero question Friday. I hope mwasuze unyi muyombya Mark Ngabuli Joe, Luemba Roger, good morning. Bridget Kakai, good morning. Ruth Nyakana, yes. Mpanga Godfrey, Richard Wanga. Ricky Chikawa, Cosmas Agaba, Okecho Richard, Stephen Omuria, Joe Kabali. How are you, my people? Mwasuze bulungi. Ndirete nyonyonyoshe mugamba. Sinyera. Nenga tuse. When buying an old Mark X, what issues should someone look out for mainly? Unatagala katikonto ala ku inspection nkulaba. But anyway, gearbox issues, because the Mark X engine rarely dies. You should definitely check it out, but the Mark X engine rarely dies. Gearbox, electrical issues, and the one thing you should never ignore, accident history, because it's just for nyobo benje. And guys, I have a poll on your screen, Chemanyo Karabye.
What would you rather do? You would tell me, I would rather drive a car of 5 million, take a taxi, ride my own Bajaj. What would you rather do? If the worst came to the worst thing, you have to choose. Would you rather drive a car of 5 million, take a taxi, or ride the Bajaj? Now, you guys have to remember Thingi's story, yani Umaru, about cars of 5 million. Remember how I've told you guys, is a Moroccan kadebo jigura. Ejja kulya sente mu mpola mpola naye ekitone nnyo zile miliyoni 3. Ekitone nnyo zile miliyoni 3. Okugituusa ku mutindo. So, Roger, Mark X, gearbox, electrical issues, accident history. Because the accident history is like a no-go area for you people. It should be a no-go area. Don't ever buy a car that has a serious accident history. It's okay. And sometimes even when that accident history was sorted in Gabaji Kanika, don't buy. Don't buy. Ruth, how are you? I'm a first-time car buyer with a low budget. Can I get a Corsa or old model Spacio 7 million? Now, the Corsa, don't buy it. Don't buy a Corsa. It will disturb you. Might not disturb you immediately, but it will disturb you. But most likely disturb you immediately. The Spacio, yes, you can get. Engine ejakuba ndwadde. Engine ejakuba ndwadde. You remember comedian Hillary Okero we anyumya ku Spacio. We bought a Spacio with him. We bought it 7 million. Was it 7? Over 8? I think we bought it 7 or 7.5 there. I inspected it. Why are you buying an old car? You're a celebrity. I have to start with that one. I have to start with this one. I remember we searched for that car for like 3 days. Accident. So Ruth, at 7 million, yes, you're going to get a Spacio. The engine might not be very good, but ejakube etambula. So of your options, the Spacio is a better buy. But make sure you buy a 1.5 liter one, yeah? Because the Spacio you buy, you will be able to repair the engine with time. You'll need like 1 million shillings for your engine to be overhauled or just pia. But the engine will not be the only issue. It will most definitely not have tires. Yeah. So you have to also prepare money for tires. The interior might actually be good. The body might be good somehow. But I know you, my guys. Mwemba manyi. So just to be hey, omwana ngaya wanise Land Cruiser. Omulabi omwana. Ebyo byembadde njagala okola Land Cruiser naye Land Cruiser eyobusubuzi kyambuze. So mwe bantu bange mba manyi. So if you're going to be buying a car of 7 million, prepare money for tires, money for repairing suspension, money for repairing the engine, money for spraying the car, and of course working on the interior. That's where the money goes. Because there is no one that is selling their car that is as good. For example, my project car, it's old, but it's perfect. So I want 15 million. So no one is going to sell you a car that they have worked on at 7 million. Okuja konga banke mutwaro banga yakutte mwana. I am telling you. But Ruth, I hope I've answered you properly. Guys, today's question Friday Buuza Tugende. How much can a 1NZ engine cost? Okay, Cho Richard, okay, Kemba. Sorry guys, network disturbed us there. Richard, I was telling you, okay, Cho, don't buy a new engine. Don't buy a new 1NZ engine. Bring it and I repair it myself if you don't have someone that can overhaul it properly. You're going to buy a new engine at 2.2, but it might actually work for less time than an overhauled engine. If you don't have anyone, bring it to me and give me 1.5. If you use your own mechanic, you can even use 1 million. Okujikola ebizungu. But if you bring it to me, I'll need 1.5. But Richard, guys, if you have a 1NZ engine, right now, people can overhaul those engines to perfection. Yet the Japanese use the engines you're going to buy. You have no idea how long it has been on the road, so you have no idea how long it's going to be working. So I would actually advise that anyone that has a 1NZ engine that is faulty, consumes oil, smokes, just overhaul the engine yourself. Okay, get a proper mechanic. Kati yo NZ nze njetegerera. Hey, you guys should see the Namukade engine. It is as good as newer. Not as good as new. It's as good as newer. Which obomanya. So guys, I find that most of the Neno 2SZ they are Kaundo, Alfad, ezo bazikora ezo yingi kati abana VVTI zonna abana bazitegedde. Bazikora zonna bagikora ne bagizaawo. It's just that it will not take like 600 like during my times nasibanga yingi ni mitwala 3.5 nedda ng'ate ekola emyaka 2 kati ne engine ebijoba overhauling egenda kola emitwala emyaka 2 kwena naye ng'ate nejogula egenda kola myaka 2 kwena. I'm speaking because I've ever bought an engine for the Namukade, but at that time the mechanic about figuring out how to actually overhaul those engines. The only engines I would not advise for you to overhaul would be the VITS engine. Nadaranga Ngaidisi Rukumi. I would not advise you to overhaul Paso. Don't overhaul those ones. Buy new ones. It will just be disturbing. Steph Omoria, good morning. K Jovan, hi. Savesh, hi. Arthur, I saw the project car in Mitiana. I didn't get a chance to talk to you. You person. Savage, are you a man or a woman? The name sounds feminine. Why didn't you stop me? You people, when you see me, stop me. Yes, sometimes I look tough. When I come on the broadcast here, all my stress disappears. Now, after the broadcast, I can appear stressed, so I can appear a little tough. But approach me. Also, I'm a little shy. Let me say these things, because we were, I was working with my team somewhere. We were shooting what? Yeah, we were shooting a BMW review. I did a BMW X3 review. So guys, if you see me somewhere, please come and say hi. Totia. Now, ekisoka orumba ne stress nze ng'omuntu nembera nga ntunula nti olulala I'm shy. Yes, I am. I think the people that came to the convention will actually tell you that I'm a little shy. So ebiseera ebisinga mba ntunudde wansi bwendi ne bambi bwondaba seematira I'm a little shy. I'm an introvert. Please, when you see me, stop me. Abali banstopinzeko mu town bakimanyi njogera naawe. Yes, era bwe mba njogera you can see that I'm a shy individual. Naye sigananga ko kubuuza mu Savage onkoze obubi obutagambika. How can you see me in Mitiana and you don't say hello? How? Like tomorrow there's someone that wants me to inspect a counter. Irregular yabadde ajja kumpa sente za inspection yati. Yeah, I went through all my contacts. I have contacts. And for me, people are honest with me. Those car dealers are honest with me. They told me, Arthur, go kola linnya. Bonowo yagala okuuma erinnya lyo. Togula kanta ya mu kibuga. Kanta ziri Mubende, ziri Miti, ziri Masaka. Ziri Kagadi. Muno mu Kampala mulimu LF. So I told my person, on top of the 450, you're going to top up 300,000. That money is to take me to Masaka so that I can inspect a counter for you. If you don't find one in Masaka, we can go to Mubende, or we can start in Mubende, and if you don't find anything, we go to Masaka. Now the person sort of agreed, so I'm waiting to see. I'll confirm tonight. I'll call him tonight to see if it still works for him. Now, if it works for him, we are going to be in Masaka or Mubende or both areas. to see, to also record our episode with the project car. So if I end up doing I end up doing the inspection of the car in Masaka or Mubende, I'm going to drive the project car. Yeah, I'm going to drive the project car. So abali Masaka temugana temutya kumbu zako. I know when basili ku broadcast, I don't look so friendly. Nti abantu nze gwe mulaba. Enna bagamba abana mbatwale mu masomero amalungi. Omwana bwagenda mu ssomero eddungi tabeera shy nga Arthur. Omwana nze njagala kukola course. Njagala kukola course endeetera kubeera outgoing muli awo. Era yesterday I was talking to one of the people I work with, nemugagwe. Okimanyi njagala kukolayo ka course. Njagala kukolayo ka course ndabe oba, because ebintu ebimu you can learn them. So anyway, Savage, next time when I'm in Mitiana, stop me and say hello. Amina Giovanni. Council Patrick Asiku, good morning. Motion by Benji. Nakubuzi zako. The 5 million in Jivuga, bro. One day it rained on me and I said, sit da mukwerumya. Nze sidda kubigere munansonyiwa. Nze sidda kubigere. Sidda kubigere. Council Patrick, I am really sorry. Daddy duties. Rumuzi MPT yako. Guys, I have a question on your screen. Okara yako kapol. Just vote on your option. And I'm asking you, what would you rather do? 1, you tell me, I would rather either drive a car of 5 million, or 2, take a taxi, or 3, ride a Bajaj. And of course, guys, 90% of you guys are saying a car of 5 million. Katimuano on our channel, for the love of cars, no one doesn't know the implications of buying a car of 5 million. Tewali ataman implications of buying a car of 5 million. I have seen most of the times when I go to inspect cars for people, and they disturb me, especially when they are buying a cheap car, or carry, let's say, a lower priced car, like a car of 9 or 10 million, and they disturb me because they want something that looks newer than a car of 10. It's normally people that have not come to this channel. But for you guys that have been on this channel, I think we have come at par with the expectations when buying a car. You guys have, in a way, review nange, you guys will understand what I'm saying. Now, my entire team, a car is just a car. Like we did the BMW X3 review, then we did the Touareg review. On the same day, we did the RAV4 review that you saw. And at the end of the day, everyone was saying, it's just a car. You get it? Ngatu the moro kazabi kabi anjawulo. BMW, Touareg, and RAV4. But what man to them Prius car, and it's just a car. Yes, some cars have more cushion on the seats, but at the end of the day, when you sit on that cushion that is too much, you sit on it for like an hour, and then you get used to the cushion, and then you forget that there are cars with less cushion. You get it? And then when you sit in a car that has less cushion, you eventually get used to having less cushion. And then you forget that there are cars with a lot of cushion. When you see, when I had just started driving the project car, I thought I would not get used to driving the project car because the suspension of the project car is not as soft as the one of the Prius. But when I drove that car to Mitiana, you guys should see me driving that car on the road. Yeah. I think that I'm going to do more tests on it. I even bought a kit on eBay. I'm going to show you. I think the most expensive thing I bought on eBay now is actually the set of DJI microphones that I bought. But still I'm buying them cheaper than how they are here. And I think I bought the car diagnostic tool as well. It was also expensive. Maybe I'm going to show you the tool I bought. It's supposed to be here. So guys, today is Question Friday, and my question for you on the screen is, what would you rather do? Tell me, what would you rather do? Drive a car of 5 million, take a taxi, or ride your own Bajaj? What would you rather do? And of course 3% of you guys are saying you'd rather ride your own Bajaj, and then 6% are saying you'd rather take a taxi, and then of course 91% now are saying you'd rather drive a car of 5 million. Nemba bagai taxi to ulikam nze we natulanga mu taxi njagala tuula maaso. At least then I have the illusion or the imitation of being in my own car. I am telling you, taxi to come. Javez Chris Gabe owners, how are you? Starch events, good morning. Arthur, all car lovers, I'd rather drive a Honda CRV na yenga no taxi banange. Wali boda luli rumbe, if you can name a guy CRV Honda. Ate CRV Honda zitawanya suspension. Nze mwemba avuga moroka ya million 5 bangena nonyayo emoroka kubalu emoroka ezikolekae. I will be looking for a Chikumi. I'll be looking for a Starlet. I will be looking for Chivina. Ipsam is good, but I'll not be looking for Ipsam. I'll be looking for, because I'm looking at cars that I think with the Chivina I can even get a 1.5 liter Chivina, so the fuel is okay. I'll be looking for a Chikumi Kumi nzibu tosola na jifuna yetano eba mvundu nnyo. When I look at 5 million, those are the cars that I think you can actually get when they are in very good condition. The other cars that you can get at 5 million would definitely be cars that consume a lot of fuel. Ipsam, CRV, Honda, Range, yo, RAV4, ne RAV4 na yonzibu, Golf. Banange, if you don't have money, leave Golf and Benz alone. Lule Junior, good morning. Football Tribe UG, hi. At 7 million, which car can I get that can push me for some time without quick fixes? And Katule Junior, this is the thing you need to understand. When you buy a car of 7 million, yeah, you're going to first invest a bit of money in that car to make it so it will not die on you all of a sudden, okay? But and of course there are some things that you need to know, that when you buy a car of 7 million, chances are high that those things will be bad. The battery, chances are high that the battery will be faulty. The tires, they will not be there. Okay? The battery can actually be okay. But antemoroka million musanvu, chances are high that the engine is not good. So because most of those cars are EFI, okay? So there are chances. What else? The windscreen, most of the times the windscreen is also is cracked. Okay? So katibala we million yamangu. Nenga toji papira mu. Now, katibala ye mitwale miralanga asa tugakola suspension before you put new tires. Because if you put new tires on your car before you have worked on the suspension, yeah, you're going to be wasting money, because the tires will be worn out within no time. Yeah. Why? Because a suspension that is not worked on will mean that you will not have proper alignment and the tires will be eaten slowly by slowly. Tugende sawa ya queen wabi. Sawa ya queen wabi katugende tugezese eno. Katugezese ke eno lero. So Junior, I'm going to try and list the cars of 7 million. But you need to understand that you buy a car of 10 million and below, you need to have a 1 million shillings there. However, there are cars that you can buy at 10 million and not have to work on anything. Yeah, it's possible to get a Mark II Musota at 10. I've ever seen it. I think it's in a Chivanda. You get, you know, Chivina again. I've just seen a Chivina there that looks fantastic. You get, it's possible to get a Mark II Musota at 10 million. It's also possible to get a Harrier old model 10 million. Okay, but that Harrier old model at 10 million will require you 3 million. Not immediately, but you'll need to invest that money whether you like it or not. Okay, at 10 million, Now, these cars, I don't want you to call me and say, Arthur, where are they? I don't know where they are, but I know they are there. Okay? That's why normally when someone calls me and says, Arthur, I want to buy a car, the first thing I always ask you is, have you talked to some brokers? You get, have you talked to some brokers? Because the brokers know where the cars are. You get 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. 7 million. Sorry, let's go back to 7 million. I don't know why I went to 10 million. Let's go to 7 million. We have Ipsam. We have Gaia. Gaia is a sister to Ipsam. Of course, we have Chibina, Chikumi. Now, those ones, if you buy them 7, they should be very good. They should be very good. They should be very good. We have... you could get an old Chikumi Kumi. You could get a RAV4. Majority of the time it will be a short, not a long. But even the long is possible. You could get Spas, your old model. Chances are high you can get also a Mark Tumusota. But I don't want to guarantee. You can get it. Nenga engine ejaba sinungi bulungi. You could get G-Touring, Karibu. You could get let me see, cars of 7. Tugende masonga bwenzijukira. Before someone downgrades to Bajaj, there is a tukutuku. Yeah, like Moses said. Ngovuga tukutuku n'ogenda ku mulimu. By the way, it's safer than a Bajaj. It's safer than a Bajaj. Kimoze. Bananga, I like that Harrier new model, my dream car. Egwera musente mmeka. Which one? That one, the new shape, 2013, the one that starts 2013. It's like I think 80 million in the bond. You can import it for less. Henry Modern Juice, good morning. Football Tribe, there is a nice fielder UBM on sale at 25 somewhere in Alukolomo. I was priced out on insistency. The asking price na ye malayo gula. When you are in Masaka, please let me know. But now I will tell you definitely. If we confirm, I will post. I'll put a post here to say that I'm coming to Masaka. I'll definitely tell you guys. Paul Sema VIP, good morning. Musime Kim Job, good morning. The Chibuzo cho answer Mbuze, because none of those things I go with. You have to pick one, Kim Job. You can't. So you'd rather stay at home, because the only means of transport that are available are those 3, and you have to pick one. And the one you pick, you stick with it for like a year. You saw Vinikat, he bought a Mark Tumusota. Ne agisera bita. Yagikoze bimalayo bambi mpya nnyo. I want the Mark II Grand. Ebirungi bya bay. Vin is Arthur's son. Vin is a good boy. He's a good boy. Nyo. Arthur, in general terms, how much should one have if they want a used car that won't give them problems, generally speaking? Joe, a car that will disturb you or not disturb you starts from mindset. I have shared here a story of the lady we bought the Vitz with. Yeah. Yenga agambe musumba from the day she bought it until the day she sold it. The people that bought it have been to the garage only on the day they bought it tugenda myezi esatu tebalina kye baakanise. And I'm following them. Why? Because their story interests me. Eyo moroka yali mazeeko emirembe nze mwennyini njagala ngimuguleko omukyala ng'emazeeko emirembe. I'm telling you. Okitegeera But now, since it's 3 months since the lady sold the car, I have confirmed the car had no problem. So sometimes you guys have had the thing that people said. So emoroka so kusuwanga bwongo oba abantu kuli okumpi. And of course the mindset starts with you and also the people around you. Emoroka eka can disturb you based on that, okay? But even a car of 5 million, you can buy it neta kusumbua. Even a car of 5 million, you can buy it neta kusumbua. Now let's talk about context. I'll give you an example. You see the stand at the project car. I bought it deep in the village. Ngafetula baambi. Ngiyatra atevugika. But where I bought it, people were driving it every day. And they had no problem. They would come, the car starts properly, they drive, they go where they are going, they park, they come from where they went, they come, they start the car, they drive, they go. But guys, the people that saw the started in the episode 1, was it drivable? Was it in good condition? Nil. Right? Now, I've also seen someone that got a car. Actually, today someone is giving me a Mark-X to figure out what's wrong with it. I think he got it from a Chivanda. And he got it from a Chivanda. Sorry guys, network has taken me off. So I was still talking about how much someone should have if they want a used car that won't give them problems. If you want a car that won't give you problems at all, it depends on what car you want. Because we have to be honest. Sorry guys, katusoke tuite wanwareka president wa network bagitawanya. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. So I'm still talking about what budget you should have to get a car that won't disturb you. Let me give you an example. That Primo in front of us, Ojidaba teina buzibu. The owner drives it to town every day and goes back home every day. It will cost you about 8 to 10 million. That Primo, that's a Primo ordinary. Eyo. Teina buzibu. But I know some of you guys will go to buy that car and you say, but the boot doesn't look good. I need to respray the entire car. Katibwecho nichikusumbu uongo. Nenga gojiguzeeko ye emoroka ekasite kuba kisumuzo kumacha netambula taina buzibu. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So disturbing is in context and depends on what kind of car you want. You can buy a car of 7 million and it never disturbs you. Let me give you examples of cars. Is that 7 Nazigambi actually? Chivina, Ipsam, Chikumi, G-Touring, Karibu, Kaldina, is a moroka million musanvu jifuna novuga nojanga bulinaku okuba bukubi kisumuzo novuga every day nga toyina kye kukoze ontegedde. But the issue now is someone has 7 million and they don't desire a car. They desire a car of 12. So they end up buying a car of 12 with pre-existing conditions at 7. Now, when someone is selling you a car that's supposed to cost you 12 million at 7, they will obviously not tell you the pre-existing conditions because so they'll sell it to you at 7 because they're also trying to get rid of the problem. That's the same thing they told me about the counters in Kampala. Arthur has a name to protect. So I told the guy, I called him nemugamba omanyi tojja sigenda sobola kukeberera mmotoka Kampala. I have one option. Ogenda kunnyongera ssente ezintambuza ngende Masaka oba tugende Mubende oba Wombi tukebere emmotoka tuke tufune emmotoka ennungi. Kuba emmotoka ezo abeeyo era naye weeyo naye wee Mubende ne mugamba ezo emmotoka abeeyo be bazivuga ab'omu Kampala bavuga erefu. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So bwetu bwe namugambye n'alaga nti akkiriza because ateze abatagamba Arthur Senga yaguze eddakiika nti ekivundu mu Kampala wano. So ne mugamba if you have a mechanic you can trust that side you can go n'okola n'oyo makanika ne mukola ki ne mulonde mmoroka ennungi. Me I always give you guys that option saagala kukwata sente zindeetera ebizibu. So if he accepts tujja kuba tugende Masaka enkya tujja sookera Masaka in Mubende. My contact is a bond person bagula mmoroka za bond, chances are high nti mmoroka ezo baba baziseera nnyo. So tujja sookera Masaka kuba eyo gye mmanyi ewali abantu abazivuze for some time ezitajja baza bbeeyi nnyo. Bwe tubulwayo tulyoke tudde Mubende. You have to be in the know of what car can come out of your budget and it won't disturb you. Even at 5 million I've told you. And by the way guys, when we said disturb, there are things that cannot be considered as disturbing. You get it? There are things that cannot be considered as disturbing. Ngezo issues mweye mmotoka joguze zisubirwamu. Era sometimes we buy cars with people munaku yanga Arthur emmotoka ekoze bweti ne mubuuza kino wakikoze because nze mba mmanyi kye yakoze ne kyataakoze. I've remembered I want to buy another kit. There is a kit I have to buy that goes with the kit I bought. So guys, ngenda baleka musoke mubale ku mmoroka wano mu kibuga kangene parking wali obabali balina parking. Era akafoka enkengula mu Butulu kancha meyo ndabo balina bwe balina parking nga parking ngula Butulu mugenda kunninda nyina basiibula official musoke mulabe ekibuga bwe kitambula ku macha abamu kumwe temujjanga kona mu kibuga ku macha muli mu byalo byammwe Namavundu. Guys, over the weekend last weekend I figured Namavundu is not actually far, it's near. Katolabe yo market UBJ eri milioni 18 19. But someone wants to buy a Mark X UBJ at 14-15. Tell me why you not get a problem. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So that's where the problem normally comes in. At every budget, Joe Kabari, I think I've tried to answer your question as honestly as possible. That at every budget, yeah, by inner parking, at every budget you can actually get a car that will not disturb you. At every budget, guys, mugenda barako ku mmoroka wano katono 30 akapande kajire yoddala nayi wabaji eno parking yaffe ba customer temwagala kuwulira sente mwe mugenda okuzeewa ffe ba customer ffe tuleeta sente wama guys mulabeeko ku kibuga wano katono nzije sorry emabega bwetyo eririwa ino parking ate ya mmotoka obadde ki at entrance ya kizimbe ne parking ene eri demarcated erina weetandikira ne weekoma tosobola kugifulumuluka wano waliwo omulyango okyegedde eyakana akapande olimba eyakana akapande ejirabo wano kale jebale olagawo manyiyo gyendaga gwe kuba parking wano buli kiseera era buli lwenzijja nkugambye manyi gyendaga obadde ki ngezaako kugaana kola brand placement ono omukyala naye every time I come here she comes and asks me the same question. Kale guys mumpeeyo dakiika emu Ab'omu dduuka bamuyita zonto. So let me show you guys. I bought a toolkit that I'm going to learn how to use. I bought this off eBay. The brand is Zistel. And for the guys that did engineering, you guys might actually know. Sorry, network to Jacob. So this is in the toolkit. This is called so this is vacuum stroke pressure pump. Yeah. In Uganda, mechanics don't use this a lot because they literally just never use it. but this is a pressure stroke vacuum pump. I tried to buy it in Kampala, and the only people that had it were selling it at around 1,200,000 shillings, yeah. And I bought it off eBay at I think $32. So plus shipping, it cost me about $65. It comes with it's used for bleeding brakes, but I'm going to use it for something else. I'll be telling you. It comes with these things. I don't know what they do, but they are part of the kit. And then it comes with a bunch of hoses, yeah, and then some long, some short, and then it comes with some connectors here. Now these things are supposed to connect to whatever you're bleeding, yeah, or whatever you're pumping against. Now I know what I want to use it for, because before I started looking for it, I knew what I needed. Nenga mu Uganda techidi mu chenjagala. So it's a handheld vacuum pump, and so it can be used to, like, when your brakes need bleeding, bana basajja imotoka bleeding in your benzi, so you use that. But I also don't know how I'm going to use it. I have to work with someone that did engineering. Now I'm going to work with someone that did engineering to show me how to use it. Now also with that, I bought a multimeter, digital multimeter. I'll need to use the multimeter. I'll need to use it together with this pump. Hey, did any of you guys see how it has been in here? Hey, now I don't know. I have to sit down and think. So on top of that, I've also bought a tester. I'm also going to be using this. Now this tester is for cars, this one I don't actually need it for anything as yet, but I just thought in case I need it, for the people that have seen your mechanics, your wiring guys do it, frame which take it. So I'm also going to, everyone needs to have this in your car, because you'll call your mechanic. And then there's something that I was looking for in DC. Name of DC banotebakaina. I have it for SC. This is called a voltage detector. Now voltage detector, what this does is, you remember the traditional testers. These are the traditional testers where you put and you touch and it shows you that there is current. Now when you have this, you actually don't need a tester. It will tell you if there is, it will tell you if there is frame, there is current. But this doesn't work for cars. It doesn't work for direct current. Yeah, it works for alternating current. So I wanted to get one like this for direct current. So this is very good, especially at home, for you guys that are scared of power. If you want to see that there is power at a switch or at a socket or on a lamp holder, you just switch it on and then enable the beep. And when you enable the beep, it will just do beep beep beep, and then it will show you that there is power. So I have a bunch of tools that, like this tool, the pump, if you found it in someone's house, you would not know why they had it. And yeah, you would not know what they use it for. So even me, I bought it for one specific reason, and once I've done that, I'll basically have no use for it. But it's because it's used in something that nobody in Kampala knows how to do, and I'll be telling you what. But nobody in Kampala could do that for me. So I had to read, and then I came upon a method that I could do to actually do that test for myself. It's for cars still. And then I found out the tools I need, which include the digital multimeter, and then I needed this pump, but I had a multimeter in Bajib, so I had to like ship the pump. Mbasibu day one. Joseph Trina, hi. What causes water to reduce in the battery? What are the effects when water has reduced? Nzenezo battery and charge causes. Rakwa mnangeze eziwanga nekati mwene moroka hibitozi za jisamu. Amazi gakendera, I think ebisere imwe battery bweyenyenya. I think that's the biggest thing. Sometimes it evaporates. That's why it has those pores, those butuli. Or Tugende Henry. It evaporates. It's naturally supposed to reduce. Nadala battery ndoza bwekole nnyo nebuguma acid nabuguma naye are evaporating. But also every time your car shakes, amazi ago gafuluma. So it's completely natural. Wecho ino okulaba laba maximum level nti agamazi tegakendera ulula bagakendera dayo bagajjuzeewo. Bwe gakendera battery etandika okufa. Ebyo bintu bina kuba mu mwago amazi. So toga kasagala isiganusu 10. Gerard Oruma, hi. Richard Aki. Ubona nechivina yo Kim Job. Guys, continue voting. Sigena basi mda kama sibulire waliye wange ngabulijjo. Excuse me. So you see, shops like this one, which I won't mention the brand because most of you guys already know it, but I won't mention the brand. Ero lyo mukaza nyiziza nnyo kujja kwagala kweyogeza. Muduka nno bamuyita mulalu. Mbabuziza oyo mukazi oya ajja nandeka ndabulu wenzi jo okuparkinga yani ne bangamba oyo muveeko mulalu kati you see. So anyway, shops like that are helping us fabaite tumanyi wa wakujja bintu ewamu nga babiseera nnyo, and of course for them they have proprietary tools. They are not as long lasting, but they are good. When nagula ne machines zange zili ezo ze motoka vacuum cleaner, it's much more affordable than other places. For the time I've been on earth, most especially Uganda, sigenda nga ko Masaka, and serious togenda nga ko Masaka togenda nga ko Masaka. Guys, who else has not been to Masaka? We seriously need to shoot the journey to Masaka. Rakoba ngamba kuikweta wali wa majamu tebakukiza kushutingira ushintu kyo nana Uganda yaf. You know me, I've been to almost all the important European countries. You get, I've even been to the ICC, and you can shoot at outside the ICC. You get, but in Uganda, almost all places, actually anyone on Kampala road one bobo shooting, you need to go get a permit, and the process of getting a permit is not clear at all. I am telling you, I'm part of the Producers Guild of Uganda, and it's one of the things that the guild is advocating for. If you are a producer of a film, to bring in a way, a clear way of getting those permits. Every department or every ministry is trying to milk money out of producers. Like, you can't just come and shoot here, which is totally true. It's okay, but let the process be clear. Ate we bakwata bakutwala ku police obanga mutujju. Sad. My country is sad. Sad. So guys, today's question Friday mbuze bibuzo sigena basi rapaka ngampaki nze. Nzile mumbe waneko ne kapampu kange kuba kati mu Uganda nze nkaina. Pozi n'abalala balinga abazunguzungu abo. Kampala tekaliwo kapampu kalikano. Zenka ina tena kaguze rais nese bobe babade bakatunda neche manyi nabo batumya katumye ne bakatumya $32 ne bakaleta gwe ne bakaguze milioni emne emitwala 2 ne bali okabako ne ana obugetuka nga bagamba on special order only. You order for it, you pay half, we bring it, and then you pay the other half. If I've seen any business spoiling business for Kampalanians, it is the Chinatown eyo nonye emirimu gy'abantu. Buli kintu abana kye babadde basobola okushipinga ne bakiyete China bakitunde mu Chinatown gye ekiri. Everything. Buli kintu abana kye babadde basobola okushipinga. Era if any of you guys is thinking of getting into e-commerce, first go to Chinatown and make sure it's not there. But I also go there for like 3 consecutive times. Because Chinatown today they bring something else, tomorrow they bring something else, so you don't know what they will bring. And also don't bring a lot of it, because you might bring it, selling it at 10k, Chinatown brings it at 7. But who starts thinking in the middle of the road? Who does that? Mukuo makati kano kamodo kachi era ka impreza impreza obwine ngeje bulabiko obulungi mama nkanika kati fa babere wala ne I've realized I'm a good driver ebinyambi kuba olumu naye I'm a good driver tugena myeze mekanga tukwatanga ku modoka eno mu suspension of course olunaku twagikwatako mu suspension naye tuwezezza ddala emyezi egigwera nga tetugikwata mu suspension. That is proof, guys, that when you drive properly your car, when you drive properly your car, you don't drive like you want to destroy it. You can take months. Kati nze mvuga 120 kilometers a day nesikwata mu suspension for months now. Kitegeeza mwe abavuga simala kilometer 2 simala kilometer 3 emoroko inogikaniko munudi gumu mu mwaka. Era gwe bobo wesanga okanika bwe myezi 2 emoroka girete atha ajja kwongera mu ka sente because naye ayina okulya abaana be balina okunywa amata gwe jayo tukutukuyo. Mwagala nnyo olugambo kolera olugambo mukulu. So gwe bobola ba makanika nga kolako emikolo gwe moroka girete bikwasi kisenyi bikwasa ani Mr. Chise kati batabani bange bote beita kisenyi beita kisenyi. Someone was asking me edinye tufu lyeriwa mweba kisenyi mweba kisenyi. Someone was saying me kati mutabani wo bwavayo nakola erinnya naye kisenyi agenda kusinga okubeera popular but ankugamba toli related kuye. Kale kati tunyumye mbasibule lumu nzire mu mbalage kapampu kange temunyiga mwe bangi temunyiga abantu ba YouTube tebalinga ba TikTok kakano kati kano pato ya police nga yakuguda what is this, what are you trying to do ngabakaga we are taking it as exhibit. Guys, truth is I've followed Arthur's conversation and I bought a room on new BP, now driven it for a year, no problems. Though ndi team Kamoli, but take this group seriously. These conversations help. Amina Oriema, thank you. I follow this big man of God. Oh umsajja wa Katonda. I'm just waiting for money. Mweba guy yesterday anti nabagamba stop look leave campaign era nembaga mugenda tuwa ku donation very soon ngenda bambagamba twatandika dda. So yesterday twabaddeyo nga tunyumya banaye kama atusonyiwe twabadde tunyumya. You remember this thing that I told you nakibagamba yesterday ku live naye someone was saying nti bobosaba, you guys have seen it on X, as you're praying to God it's very important to add of the phrase of or I should ask Satan you get. And then we were there and then someone Sekatawa in particular necho kanchibanyumize ku kimezo olwaliro WAMV Tech, hi, how are you? How much is tuning Mark to Musota from automatic to manual? And you have to buy, you're going to buy, if you want to turn it from automatic to manual, you're going to buy a gearbox. I am not sure how much. You're going to buy a gear lever. You're going to buy the pedal. You're going to buy the cables. Yeah. You're going to buy a clutch plate. You're going to buy a pressure plate because they will not come with a gearbox. And then you have to buy a cylinder. Yeah. Everything you're going to buy it individually. So all those are just things you're buying. And then there will be labor. The person converting it might charge you like 200k or 300,000. As long as you just buy those things. Probably you can get like Kuchewais if there's a gearbox there. And you do better. You give them your automatic gearbox and they give you the manual one and you top up some money. You get. So I think the biggest expense is going to be the spares. Gearbox. And then gearbox, gearbox, flywheel, pressure plate, clutch, pedals, cables, cylinder. The computer doesn't have to change. Those are the things that you need. Why are you doing that? Why don't you just buy one that is manual? Ono musajja simanyi God gave him to us nga kirabo. I want at least 10 to 14 million tandike amongst Raum Primo Mark X. The best car you can buy there with that budget would be Nabannamungi w'omuntu. Yesterday, the past few days when I lost all my muscle. So yesterday we were at a performance there at the workshop, and I realized I had a pot belly, and it felt bad. But then when I went back home at night, I lifted weights and the pot belly disappeared. It turns out the actual reason I thought I had a pot belly was because my chest had disappeared. Like my muscles here, they had disappeared. So I'm going to lift weights. So some of you guys don't actually have pot bellies. Some of you guys just don't have a big chest. So go and lift weights. I don't know if I'll get time, but yesterday I did 2 sets because my body is still recuperating. So some of the core sets are bulijjo. But I did 2 sets. You see this thing here? This is done with lifting weights. Era muntu alina kano kantu nga kagize kati n'olowooza mbu byaje aba asitula. So era mugenda langa kazzemu kasituse kati by next week ngenda kwefaako. Kireka ngendeko ne mu gym wali coach mugambe kwate 2 anti gym ya 3 na ino mu 2 ze 15. Olo gym owo mazeeyo mga coach kwata n'omutipping na muka coach njagalo nkozese. I think ndowooza kansoka ngene nkola ebyo mu office sawa nge mu 2 ngende wa coach mga coach I want to work out. Here is 2K. Mve mujiri zijimuza mwezi omutwalo eyo tezikola gym ezikola ziri Kaleerwe, Kivulu, Bwayise. Guys, between Mark X 2010 and Harrier 2008, which one is better choice? Reliability for first timer, budget of 36. And 36 so yinza okwesanga Mark X ogula ya bond. Ne ate 36 kawundo ogula nkadde. Kati awunze mba ngenze ne Mark X. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, health expert. So if I can buy a car from the bond, there is no way I am buying a car outside the bond. For me, that's my motto. If I can buy a car from the bond, even if it's a parcel, you're not finding me buying a car outside the bond. But for me right now, I am going to be buying an electric car whenever mukama wanampetera mu bwangu. Kambes je VIP Doctor, good morning. Ricky Chikawa, do all your car tracker options in monthly? Not monthly, annual. You pay 50,000 per year. Starting year 2. Year 1, when you buy the tracker, that's covered in year 1. But starting year 2 of owning the tracker, that's when you pay the 50K. How do you ship items bought from eBay? I have a PO box. I have a personal PO box. So in my eBay dashboard, my PO box is listed. So when I order, I just wait. And when it arrives at post office, they send me a text message and I go pick. You get it? It's as simple as that. But however, the things from China, there I need a shipping agent because, yeah, Chinese, I don't know how those people ship. But eBay, Amazon, I use my PO box. After, what causes water to reduce in the battery? Is your Prius silver or white? My Prius is white. Travel live vlog, good morning. Dr. Kambes, what do you want with the color of Prius, George? Mumbu is a cam. You ask him. My Prius is white. What do we still have? Why, Arthur, do we still have Primos 2008 in the bonds? No. Now the Primos in the bonds are 2010 and above. Even 2010 is disappearing. Even 2010 is disappearing. I'm trying to see if the color of the Prius differs from the color of the seats and door trim colors. Yeah, mine is white. Recommend us any good shopping websites. Me, I do eBay. The things from China, I do eBay mostly. eBay is more affordable than Amazon. And I find that eBay, the website, is more user-friendly than Amazon. So I do eBay. Okay. Saleka ziwe high, nae Arthur. Nga right of way, sijidaba. Wagambi olinda until there is no one. No oncoming traffic. Stegidako, okay, get it there. Can I get a... Hey! Mbuno nga nyingire kubo. Atika chisinzira wa woli. Guys, this here... George is talking about right of way when you're entering the road. Didn't you see me at the zebra crossing in Zambia? I stopped and there was no one, and then I entered. I give right of way proper. Can I get a good field at 25? Yes, you can. It will have some things to do to repair. David Sozi, Oliotia David. My number is 0752 991 051. Katikana kanoka ina kakiti mulimu ndangira katukane kafa. Niza no katanga sinaka kwesa. Arthur, can you get a car with 5 million really? Rama Charity Organization. You can even get a car with 3 million. The issue is, can you drive a car of 5 million? That is the actual issue. The issue is not whether we can get a car of 5 million. The issue is whether you can drive a car of 5 million. Ye issue yoka tewali chilala. Nze chonchi gamba. Actually, my mechanic was telling me, sisobola mbuvuga starity. Najivuga ngende mitiane nkomongeri very comfortable. One of the reasons I cannot drive the starity all the time is because enyokusinga ne moroka yange. Okitegeera, enyokusinga moroka yange. Kati awe wali tagali wokka. Singa zibadde zinywa kyeki, nze moroka endala sikyazisobola. Olaba luli someone would give me a car for review and I ask, can I go and drive my kids? Nekati ogenda n'okuba mwaka faananyi omusajja agenda kuwoga motoka okunywa emitwalo 8 eyenywa ebiri. Nze sikyabisobolera ngenda masanyalaze kati. And how much should you have aside apart from the 5 million? Because you have to repair some things. A moroka in general ejja kuli million up to perfection. Okay, up to what I call the perfection of that car. Because there is a level at which, regardless of what you do, that car will not go beyond that. Now, the money I'm telling you doesn't include spraying of the car. You'll have to buy tires. If it's a car that has 14-inch wheels, you're going to put tires. That's about 600,000 shillings or 700,000 shillings, depending on the size of tire you buy. You're going to want to buy a new battery, a car of 5 million, regardless of what battery comes with it, it's dead. Newebe kubasire battery in full. Battery jibaliye emitwalo 22 most of those cars of 5 million, they take the big battery. But you're going to overhaul the engine jibalire akakadde. Tetuyingidde million za febbiri. Tusigaza million etya emu. Kati yo million emu, you're going to work on wiring, okay, to fix any short circuits. But those are done as time goes on. Nti mbadde nvuga akatala ne kakakona, mbadde nvuga balubu netayaka bulungi, mbadde nvuga indicator nekuba, mbadde nvuga edededede obwo, because bujja kubaamu. Eyo million eyinza n'obutaggwawo kyovolaba nti Umaru yabagamba yakozesa million 2 n'ekitundu. Kati kweyo million esigadde njagadde nkulekeremu okolemu kole ku malidadi kuoza motoka okitegeera naye nga malidadi simbaze million eyo njibala nti ya contingencies bada n'endabirwamu sorry osobola okusanga n'endabirwamu eno ki kati mu wiring mwe muli endabirwamu teke endabirwamu teyambuka isimanya machine ebuguma ebyo ate nga bibaamu. Now why I'm asking you if you can actually drive a car of 5 million is because a car of 5 million will not have working AC, whether you like it or not. There are chances that you'll get one that has working AC. kakati no mwe bagayi muli awo muzanya nalaba makanika gwe nali nkozeeko naye ng'asuubudde kibine miliyoni 2.5 nga tetambula nga teyaka nga nvundu munda nga nebweru nvundu ne mubuuza lwaki wagiguze nangamba gwe Arthur olabayo muruka ya miliyoni 2.5 ogirabawa okitegeera kati makanika nagamba nja gikola mpola bwe naafunanga yabi nga babaako kye bakola kasita yingini njekanikira kati ngenda gisumulula yingini ne bagijja mu yingini you get yagiguleeza 3 agenda okugimala ng'emmoroka eyo era emulidde miliyoni nga 3 oba 4 okugiyimiriza nti kati esobola okutambula neevaawo awo. Emmoroka ya miliyoni 5 tejjaba na radio ejjabamu ne radio, but the radio is not a radio. You need to buy your own radio. So Rama, you have 3 million. The 3 million doesn't go in at once, but there are things that I want to show you that will need to be worked on almost immediately. Now you might find that some things you don't need. You might find that the windscreen is okay. That's 200. Katizongo zigatako transfer sijibaze mwezo sente, because you might find that it has a new logbook where you need only 200k for transfer, or the old logbook where you need about 500,000-600,000 for transfer. But there are parts in the normally those people have a suspension book because the moroka bajivuga mbinya, so wansi yo batero kola yo naye ate suspension yes moroka ze million 5 si ya bei emara we mitwala 2 mitwala 3 si ya bei ate ebimojja sanga biramu. Arthur, which German car can you get for 12 million or less and it will not give you headaches? C200, or like Kasim said, the ML320. The C class, C class, guys, finally I figured out how it goes in. It takes time to figure out how it goes in. So it goes in like this. I finally figured that out. Figured it. So it goes in like that, and then you look. So nange simanche kakola nengeda kakozesa. So C class, if you're planning to buy any German car, stick to Mercedes Benz. Our mechanics know how to fix Mercedes Benz. It's just the cost of fixing the Mercedes Benz that will give you a headache. Benz bazisobola, Golf, VW tebanazisobola. Bajja kugamba bazisobola naye tebannaba. Naye nga Benz bazisobola because Mercedes Benz has been driven for ages. You get, for a very long period of time. So they know how to fix it. But the like one of the cheapest marks to keep on the road is in Uganda here would be the C200. It can be whichever model. In every models katugambe 212 still the C class will be the easiest. Ye primo ya Benz. How many kgs of weight do you lift? It depends who I'm working with. I think I can actually do 100 if I'm working with someone that can do 100. Chisinzira ku motivation. Nainge waka wanonkubana toto 20 plus the bar. Ana. Nenga butuba mu gym. It depends who I'm working with. Yes, Mugambe, naonye, just the body is still a little bit weak. Ninga naonye njagala genda mu gym mpeo gym instructor tip ya 12 ankwatemu okitegeera. Osip or team Simon Peter High, who did the light for your starlet? There's some dude bamuyita Luswata. But I brought him on the Chimeza even. You don't remember? Namuleta ne kuchimeza. Arthur, why do you hate Nuwa Mugongo Gwamba? Yet it's so real. Emotoka eyo Nuwa Mugongo Gwamba yakutuseeko ku timing belt emirundi egiwera. Emotoka eyo Nuwa Mugongo Gwamba, one of the things that people suffer with it is the timing belt. It can break today, you put another one, it breaks tomorrow, you put another timing belt. Ne breaks. Mostly the brakes, mostly. Nenga timing belt. I've seen people that sold that car because of timing belt. That one and the IPSA. And I don't hate it. I just think it's not worth the money now. Like, there are better cars, There are better cars. You know, every time there is a better car for you to buy, I don't see a reason for you to buy one that is not better. Advice on Touareg 2014 petrol 65. Buy Touareg ezo muziraba. Just maintain it properly. You will have peace. But I hope that you have 65 million shillings. You cannot fail. Shoke mo ya Touareg ya mitwalo chinana. They have told you that. Kato. Bagambi. Shoke mo ya Touareg ya mitwalo chinana. Shoko bili kamunkaga. Shoko nya satu abili. That's one of the reasons people are selling them. The engines don't die. The gears don't die. It's the ate we air suspension kata ate biba binalam. Correct option 3. It should be ride. I can't correct it. Sorry guys, I can't correct it. Yeah, but 74% of you guys saying so Chitegeza the car still has popularity. But you guys that are choosing to ride your own Bajaj, do you have a spare life? But can 5 million be driven in the first place? Guys, I want us to experiment. Rakwa you guys don't fundraise. Temagara fundraising ira projects is a fair one. Na ye twali koze yoka project nga for the love of cars. Netugula ye moroka nga ya for the love of cars. Bwe mugigula nze njagikola njikola ebizungu. Muweze milioni 4. Nze mbanonyize moroka ya milioni 4 nga yammwe ya for the love of cars. Mujinonye nga ya milioni 4. Bwe tumala ogifuna nga ya milioni 4. Tusobola ogiguza omuntu milioni 5 oba 6 nga tugikozeemu. Sente ne mungamba kye tuba tuzikolamu banzirye oba tuziteeke mu stop look leave campaign oba tudonatingeko munakikola. Moroka, I think it's one car that I would document from the time of looking for it to the time of getting it to the time of fixing it. Nebintu byaba ino kola mu Moroka eyo ngo ogiguze okitegeera tumale tujibeko omuntu gwe tujiwa wano mu komite kala agivugemu ebbanga. Tonight Rogers, Oriema Marvin, WAM, Dr. Kambes J VIP health expert, Lem George, Mbazira Jamir, Saleka Ziwe, Chisule James Francis, David Sozi, Nam Kefa, Rama Charity Organization, Sani Yadav, Mogambe Nasif, Otim Simon Peter, Kato Muhammad, Marge, Millicent Robinson, Mbazira Jamir, User YS2, Kalunji Stephen, Clipwall, Chairman Zach, guys. Network yebajeko mukama abampero mukisa. Thank you very much. Abali Mukamori, I don't take you for granted. I don't take you for granted, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you to in Meza Chemoroka today evening. May the good Lord bless you. Ciao, ciao.